furry best friend means constant cuddles, love, and face licks. Relationship between you and your dog is unconditional, and with brittle cold winds, you go extra mile to take their care.
So all seasons have their challenges for pet owners. Certainly at this time of the year, there's your common concerns that you're going to watch out for when you're taking your dogs for a walk. A lot of people are putting salt down on the sidewalks, and salt is a real irritant to the dog's paws. Certainly antifreeze, right? The windshield washer fluid, that is highly toxic, and it's not just around the cars. It can be spilled in your garage, it can be out in your driveway when you're walking, past the gas stations. So you really want to be very aware of your surroundings when you have your dog out for a walk on leash. You can get the little booties to put on their feet. Those are great because not only does it protect the pads of the paws, but also when they're walking, you're thinking about the different toxins they can be walking through. You take those boots off, you wash them, and we're fine coming back into the house.
Yes, come on. Protecting their coats too is important. If you feel cold, your friend too feels the chill.
With short coats, there are certain breeds or breed mixes that are built for the snow, that are built for the outdoor type weather. And then there are certainly a lot of breeds that are not. So anything with a short coat, big dog, little dog, doesn't matter. If they have a really short coat, there is not a lot of insulation going on there. Any pet supply store will have a great selection of pet coats. The East Village Animal Hospital, we commonly have those in our donation bin out front, so if you're not able to go and purchase one, please stop by and see if we have any available for free. You need to protect their skin. It can get frostbitten, just like our own ears, just like our own noses. They can also be frostbitten. So please be aware of their skin, please be aware of their paws and any of the toxins that you'll find that are seasonal, such as your antifreeze, your windshield washer fluid.
Every season has its challenge, but canine in dogs has always been a concern, and it's something that every dog lover needs to be aware of.
It's a virus, and it's related to the dogs that were brought in from Korea. So it's not related to the weather, and viruses you can only catch by close contact with the animal that has it. So recently we just found out that there were 5 more animals that also came down with the canine flu, and they were all had close contact with the 2 that came in from Korea.
So it's not related to weather, it's more just close contact with other dogs who already have it.
Oh, okay.
Almost, buddy.
With advancement of trends and times, we have become more cautious dog caretakers and are making sure that we care about them overall. Jeev here talks about how your dog can overcome of being anxious.
Dogs do, they don't speak, like they don't communicate in English, but they communicate extremely well if you're aware what their communication methods are, and if you're open to understand what they're communicating to you. If dogs don't have feelings, I believe 100% of dogs are sentient beings. I think every creature that exists is a sentient being. They have the ability to figure out how to live, how to procreate, how to build houses or homes or shelters for themselves. So those are all sentient being qualities. So dogs are sentient beings. They do need just as much care as any other creature would. Unfortunately, as humans, what I believe is we've taken them in and almost imprisoned them. It's a weird thing to say, but I do believe people with pets, in a certain way, they're imprisoning their pets because they don't give them their freedom to be their nature, like to run around and to, play with other dogs. I mean, we see a lot of dogs that don't interact with other dogs or with people because their pet people are afraid they'll get hurt, or they just don't want them to get diseases, or whatever reason it may be. So, unfortunately, we put them in a little prison at given times. Not everybody, but there occurs where almost dogs are in a little prison in the sense that they don't get to be themselves.
Hello. Also talks about how expensive it is to have a dog. With proper food and shelter, it's also important to pay attention to their overall well-being. It's one of the reasons why dogs end up in pounds and the vicious cycle continues.
You are not going to join the baseball team anytime soon, my little friend. It's the added expense, and especially with this day and age, with veterinary bills becoming astronomical. Like we've had some clients that have taken their pets in, and in the year they spend from $10,000 to $15,000 on vet bills. Now that's insane.
Yeah.
But as the saying goes, you can't put a price on love.
Yep, you don't.
With animals, unfortunately, we kind of do, which is a little weird. Yeah, so it is one of those things that we, I know it's just different organizations. There's a good group of in and around the city of London that really help out with animals. Like a lot of rescue groups, a lot of places raising funds to help with surgery, various medications, just any kind of extra help that people can need with their pets, because it becomes very, very expensive, time consuming as well though too. You know, before 20 years ago, you let your dog run around the neighborhood, they'd come back at night, you'd feed them, they're good. Now all dogs need to be on leashes, they can't be running around. There's so many bylaws, which I kind of agree, because there's a lot going on with animals right now.
Physical, mental, and emotional balance makes your body active, fit, and helps them to cope up with any emotional change. It helps them to adapt to any certain environment without being anxious.
Because you guys are so dirty. Yeah, that's something else for the things I don't like, as dogs are dirty. Don't expect to have a clean dog, ever.
We have heard stories of rescuing dogs, but Nina has a different story. Her dog Stella is the one who rescued her and made her a better person.
And other than that, I don't think there's anything else I don't like about her. I'd never give her up for all the money in the world. Yeah, I think, yeah, absolutely dogs have the ability to rescue people, and you know, it's kind of amazing what they will teach you. A lot of times it's lessons that you're not expecting to learn. I've always known a lot about dogs, worked with dogs. I've had a lot of experience in my past with dogs. But when I ended up rescuing Stella, she taught me more than I ever knew, especially patience. She challenged me in ways that I'd never been challenged before, and really taught me to sort of expand my knowledge on dogs and how to work with them and give her what she needed most. So that was a big part for me.
Stella, hi. Nina found Stella alone and abandoned in the streets of Toronto.
What did he do,
Ever
little
since she
girl?
got her, she has been able to learn more about animals and now has quit her 9-to-5
close the door.
lifestyle to focus
Hey,
on
go close the
animal
door.
care.
Good girl. Sit. Yeah, she's challenged me and really brought me to expand my knowledge on dogs, and really actually guided me into a direction in life that I want to head. Before, I was very much into the corporate 9-to-5, and working with her and trying to really figure out what she needs to be successful and what I need to be successful for her. Is that I've kind of really jigged my career path and my plans and goals in life, in really just ensuring that we can provide a safe environment for dogs, that they can really flourish. Because again, we get so many people that get these dogs for the wrong reasons. They can't give the dog what it wants. It becomes a vicious cycle. The animal ends up, either ruining the house, biting someone, having some sort of destructive behavior. And that's on us. That's our fault, because we're not giving the animal what it needs. And I think I would really like to be able to help out in that area. And so Stella has brought that to my attention, because she's been a challenge, and that all falls back on me, and it just makes me reflect, and that's what I've learned about myself. So yes, so she's definitely brought me to a different level of understanding when it comes to dogs. There we go.
Big
Good
or
girl.
small, young or old, we love our dogs. They are the most loving pets and do need different kind of care and attention. Do your research before getting one and encourage rescuing them. Who knows, maybe they might end up saving you. This was Ankita Thakur, Fanshawe Learns.
Hi, Stella.